I come before you now, Jesus, with a heart open and tender, inviting your gentle presence to settle softly within me and with all who are listening. I breathe in your peace, letting it wash over every anxious thought, every restless hope. May this quiet moment be a sanctuary where our souls can find rest. As I speak these words, I also want to bless each person here, wrapping them in your love and kindness. May you fill their hearts with a deep assurance that they are seen, known, and cherished beyond measure. If you feel this prayer touching your spirit, I invite you to softly like this video, a small act of connection that blesses us all. And if you desire to walk more closely in this journey of faith, consider subscribing gently so we can continue sharing these sacred moments together. Your reflections and prayer requests are precious. Please feel welcome to leave a gentle comment below, knowing that your voice matters in this sacred space. Now, let us pray. Lord Jesus, I come to you with humility, laying down the uncertainties and longings of my heart. I surrender my desires for love, my hopes for connection, and even my fears of being alone. I trust that you are the true guide. In this delicate dance of relationships, help me to lean into your wisdom, to listen quietly for your voice amid the noise. Teach me to be patient and kind with myself and others, reflecting your grace in every step. I am grateful for the ways you have already worked in my life, weaving moments of joy and lessons of growth. Even in the waiting, I choose to hold on to hope, knowing that your timing is perfect and your plans are for my good. Draw me closer to you, Lord, that I might find my worth and identity rooted fully in your love, not in the approval of others. As I seek your guidance, fill me with a peaceful assurance that you are always near, tenderly leading me. I pray, Jesus, for clarity in my heart and mind. When I feel confused or uncertain about the path before me, illuminate the way with your light. Help me to discern what is true and healthy, what brings life and what may bring harm. Give me courage to step forward when you say go, and wisdom to wait when you say stay. May my intentions be pure, reflecting a desire to love as you love selflessly, patiently, and with open hands. Teach me to recognize the signs of your guidance in the quiet moments of prayer and in the gentle nudges of my spirit. Surround me with your peace, a peace that surpasses understanding, guarding my heart from anxiety and doubt. I am grateful for your constant presence, for your unfailing love that never leaves nor forsakes me. In this sacred space, I rest in your embrace, knowing that you hold my future in your hands. Lord, I also pray for healing where past hurts have made me afraid to love again. Gently mend the places in my heart that have been broken or bruised. Help me to forgive not just others, but myself for the times I have stumbled or been hurt. Release me from the chains of bitterness or regret, and fill those spaces with your tender mercy. Teach me to love with a brave and open heart, willing to be vulnerable because I trust in your protection. May I not be defined by past pain, but by the hope and joy you offer anew each day. Let your light shine into the shadows of my story, transforming every scar into a testimony of your grace. I surrender these wounds to you, Jesus, knowing that you are the great healer who makes all things new. As we continue to rest in your presence, I ask for your guidance in the choices I face regarding relationships. Lead me to the connections that will nurture my soul and help me grow closer to you. Help me to recognize those who will walk with me in faith and love, honoring you in all things. Keep me from rushing or settling for less than what you desire for me. Give me discernment to see beyond surface appearances to the heart beneath. Let your Spirit be my counselor, whispering truth and peace when I feel uncertain. I want to build relationships grounded in respect, kindness, and mutual understanding, reflecting the love you have shown me. May every step be marked by prayer, and every decision be bathed in your wisdom. Thank you for the hope that springs from trusting you, for the joy of knowing I am never alone. I invite you deeper into my heart, to be the center of every relationship. I pursue ... in the quiet moments. Jesus, teach me to be still and listen. Help me to quiet the noise of my own desires and fears, so that I can hear your voice clearly. May I find comfort in your nearness, knowing that you understand the longings of my heart better than anyone else. Strengthen my faith to trust your timing and your plans, even when the path seems unclear. Help me to rejoice in the journey itself, to find beauty in the waiting and the learning. Let gratitude flow from my heart for the ways you are already at work, even when I cannot see it fully. I surrender my need for control and open myself to your perfect will. May my soul be nourished by this sacred connection, drawing me ever closer to you. Lord, I pray for courage to love well, to love, not just with words, but with actions that reflect your grace. Help me to be patient when things are hard, forgiving when I am hurt, and humble when I am proud. Teach me to serve others selflessly, to seek their good above my own comfort. May my love be a reflection of your divine love, unconditional, steadfast, and full of hope. When doubts arise, remind me of your promises. When fears creep in, surround me with your peace. I want to grow in spiritual intimacy with you, to know you more deeply and to love more fully. Help me to be a light in the lives of those I meet, pointing them gently back to you. As I continue to walk this path, I invite you to lead me with your gentle hand. As we move forward, Jesus, I ask for your blessings on all who join this prayer. May their hearts be filled with your peace and their spirits strengthened by your love. If you feel touched by these words, I encourage you to gently like this video again, sharing this blessing with others who may need it. Subscribing can bring more moments like this into your life, moments of quiet connection and spiritual refreshment. And if your heart is stirred to share, I welcome your comments, your prayers, your hopes, your reflections, knowing we are walking this journey together. Thank you for your faithful presence, your unending grace, and your tender love. I rest in the promise that you are guiding every step, every word, and every heartbeat, with a quiet confidence that your love never wavers and your care never fades. May this sacred space remain open to your Spirit's gentle whisper, inviting us into deeper trust and profound peace. Jesus, as we continue this prayer, I ask that you anchor us firmly in the truth of who you are. When the shadows of doubt or loneliness draw near, remind us that you are the light that darkness cannot overcome. Help us to fix our eyes on you, the author and perfecter of our faith, who walks beside us through every valley and over every mountaintop. May your presence be a refuge where we find rest for our weary souls, a wellspring of hope that never runs dry. Lord, I pray for a heart that is soft and open, one that welcomes your transforming love without reservation. Remove any walls we have built out of fear or past hurt, and replace them with a courage born of your Spirit's power. Teach us to embrace vulnerability as a sacred strength, not a weakness. To see risk as a doorway to deeper connection rather than a threat to be avoided. In your gentle hands, may our brokenness become a canvas for your healing and grace. Help us, Jesus, to cultivate patience in the waiting seasons. When answers seem delayed and desires remain unmet, grant us the grace to rest in your perfect timing. Let us remember that every moment is held within your sovereign care, and that you are weaving a story far more beautiful than we can imagine. May we find joy not only in the destination, but in the journey itself, with each step an opportunity to grow in faith, hope, and love as we navigate relationships. Lord, grant us discernment to recognize the ones you have placed in our lives for encouragement, growth, and support. May we be quick to listen, slow to speak, and always eager to extend grace. Help us to build bonds that honor you, where kindness flows freely and understanding bridges differences. When conflicts arise, teach us to respond with humility and forgiveness, modeling the love you have shown us on the cross, Jesus. I pray for those who feel isolated or unloved, that your presence would surround them like a warm embrace. May they sense your nearness in moments of solitude and find strength in knowing they are never truly alone. Pour out your comfort on hearts burdened by loneliness or rejection, replacing despair with the assurance of your everlasting care. Let your love break through the barriers that separate us, knitting our spirits together in unity and peace, Lord. Fill us with your joy, joy that is not dependent on circumstances, but rooted deeply in your goodness and faithfulness. Even amid trials, may our souls rejoice in your steadfast love, confident that you are working all things for our good. Teach us to celebrate each blessing, each answered prayer, and each glimpse of your grace, cultivating a heart of gratitude that overflows into every area of life as we continue to seek you. Jesus, deepen our intimacy with you through prayer and reflection. Help us to listen more attentively to your voice, to recognize your guidance in everyday moments, and to respond with obedience and trust. May our relationship with you be the wellspring from which all other relationships flow, grounded in your truth, nourished by your presence, and strengthened by your love, Lord. I ask for your peace to guard our hearts and minds, especially when the path ahead feels uncertain or overwhelming. Calm the storms within us, quiet the anxious thoughts, and steady our steps with the surety of your promises. Remind us that you are our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in times of trouble. May we lean on you fully, knowing that your grace is sufficient and your power made perfect in our weakness. Help us, Jesus, to love as you love, with patience that endures, kindness that uplifts, and a heart that forgives freely. May our actions reflect your compassion and our words bring encouragement and life. When we falter, gently restore us and guide us back to the path of righteousness. Let our lives be a testimony of your redeeming love, shining brightly as a beacon of hope to those around us. Lord, I lift up all who are carrying burdens too heavy to bear alone. May they find relief in your gentle touch and strength in your unfailing presence. Surround them with caring friends and a community that supports and uplifts. Encourage their hearts with the promise that you are near, that you see their struggles, and that you are working all things together for good. As we pause in this holy moment, Jesus, I invite you to continue moving within your softening hearts, healing wounds, and inspiring hope. May your Spirit breathe new life into weary souls and kindle a fire of faith that burns brightly through every challenge. Let us walk forward with courage and grace, confident in your love that never fails, never fades, and never forsakes. Guide us now into a deeper place of communion with you, where words become whispers of the heart and silence speaks volumes of trust. In this sacred stillness, may we discover the fullness of your peace and the sweetness of your presence. drawing ever closer into the mystery of your eternal love. As we linger in this gentle embrace, Jesus, I pray that your light will continue to illuminate our path, revealing the beauty of your plan unfolding in each of our lives. May the seeds of hope planted here take root and grow, blossoming into abundant life that reflects your glory. Help us to carry this peace beyond this moment, sharing it with others through acts of kindness, words of encouragement, and a spirit of humility. Lord, I ask that you steady our hearts against the storms of doubt and fear, reminding us that your grace is a shelter in every tempest. When we feel weak, lift us up with your strength. When we stumble, reach down with your mercy. Let us find in you a refuge that is unwavering, a love that is steadfast, and a hope that is eternal. As we seek to embody your love in the world, teach us to listen deeply to the needs of those around us, to the quiet stirrings of your spirit, and to the whispers of our own hearts. May our lives be marked by compassion that reaches out, by humility that serves, and by faith that trusts beyond what we can see. Jesus, I pray for the courage to embrace the unknown with open arms, knowing that you walk before us and prepare the way. Help us to release our grip on control and to rest in the assurance that your plans are perfect and your timing flawless. May we step forward in faith, trusting that every step is guided by your loving hand. In the tender moments of waiting, may we be filled with a profound sense of peace, knowing that you are working all things together for our good. Help us to rejoice in your presence, to find strength in your promises, and to remain steadfast in hope. Let our hearts be anchored in the truth of your unchanging love, a love that carries us through every season. Lord, I ask that you continue to bless this community of prayer, each soul who joins in this sacred conversation. May your grace pour out abundantly, healing wounds, restoring joy, and igniting a passion for your kingdom. Help us to encourage one another, to bear each other's burdens, and to walk this journey of faith hand in hand. As we move forward, Jesus, may your peace go before us, your wisdom guide us, and your love surround us. Let every step be a step toward deeper intimacy with you, a step toward greater compassion for others, and a step toward living fully in the freedom of your grace. Thank you for hearing these prayers, for meeting us in this quiet place, and for the unending love that holds us close. May we carry this peace with us into the world, reflecting your light and sharing your hope wherever we go. And as we continue to seek you, may our hearts remain ever open, ever trusting, ever longing for more of you, the source of all that is good and true. So now, as we rest in your presence, Jesus, I invite you to continue to speak gently to our hearts, to guide our thoughts, and to fill us with the fullness of your peace, knowing that in you we are truly home. And as this prayer flows onward, may the quiet assurance of your love settle deeply within us, weaving through every fiber of our being like a soft, steady melody that soothes and restores. May this divine song drown out the clamor of worries and doubts, inviting us into a sacred stillness where we can simply be held in your embrace. In this place, may the burdens we carry feel lighter, and the weight of uncertainty be lifted by the gentle touch of your grace, Jesus. In this moment, I ask that your Spirit continue to nurture the seeds of trust planted within our hearts. Help them to grow strong roots that anchor us firmly in your truth, even when the winds of change and challenge blow fiercely. May these roots draw from the deep well of your love, feeding our souls with courage and hope that sustain us through every trial. Teach us to patiently tend this inner garden, knowing that growth often happens in the quiet, unseen spaces of waiting. Lord, as we journey onward, remind us that love is not merely a feeling but a sacred commitment, a daily choice to reflect your kindness and mercy to those around us. Empower us to extend grace generously, to listen with open hearts, and to speak words that build up rather than tear down. Let our relationships become living testimonies of your compassion, where healing flows freely and differences are met with understanding rather than judgment. I pray, Jesus, that you continue to illuminate the path ahead, especially when it feels shadowed or unclear. When fear or doubt threatens to cloud our vision, be the steady flame that guides our steps. Help us to remember that every detour and delay is part of your perfect design, shaping us into the people you created us to be. May we embrace each chapter with faith, trusting that you are writing a story far greater than we can imagine. In times when loneliness whispers its cold refrain, surround us with the warmth of your presence. Let us feel your nearness as a gentle comfort, reminding us that we are never truly alone. Fill the spaces of solitude with your peace, transforming them into sacred encounters where our souls can commune with you deeply and intimately. May this connection sustain us, renewing our spirits and filling us with a joy that transcends circumstance. Jesus, I pray for a heart that remains tender even in the face of disappointment. When hopes are deferred or prayers seem unanswered, teach us to rest in your faithfulness rather than become hardened or bitter. Help us to see disappointments as opportunities for deeper trust, moments where you reveal new facets of your character and love. May we learn to surrender our expectations gracefully, opening ourselves to the abundant life you have prepared beyond what we can foresee, Lord. Continue to fill us with a spirit of gratitude that overflows from the depths of our being. In every sunrise and quiet breath, may we recognize your hand at work, painting our days with blessings both large and small. Let thankfulness become the lens through which we view our lives, softening our hearts and expanding our capacity to love. May this gratitude ripple outward, touching those we meet and drawing them closer to your light. As we seek deeper intimacy with you, Jesus, draw us into a rhythm of prayer that is both honest and expectant. Teach us to bring our whole selves before you, our joys, our doubts, our fears, and our dreams, knowing that you receive us fully and lovingly. Help us to listen attentively for your voice, whether it comes as a whisper in the quiet or a nudge amid the busyness. May this sacred dialogue become the heartbeat of our days, sustaining us with your presence, Lord. I ask that you continue to comfort and strengthen those who are weary, those who feel forgotten or overwhelmed. May your gentle hand rest upon their shoulders, lifting their spirits and renewing their hope. Surround them with community and love, tangible reminders that they are valued and cherished. In their weakness, may they find your strength made perfect. In their sorrow, may they discover your joy rising anew. Help us, Jesus, to live as bearers of your peace in a world often marked by unrest and division. May our words bring healing, our actions sow reconciliation, and our hearts remain steadfast. In your love, guide us to be agents of kindness and mercy, reflecting your character in all we do. When we falter, gently redirect us, reminding us that your grace covers every imperfection and invites us to begin again. As this prayer continues to flow, I invite you, Lord, to deepen the work you are doing within us. Soften any hearts hardened by disappointment or fear. Ignite a fresh fire of faith that burns brightly through every season. Expand our capacity to love not just those who are easy to love, but all whom you place along our paths. Teach us the beauty of humility and the strength found in surrendering fully to your will. Jesus, may your peace guard our hearts and minds in the days to come. When challenges arise, be our refuge and strength. When decisions loom, be our wise counselor. When doubts creep in, be the steady anchor that holds us fast. May we move forward with confidence, knowing that your love never fails and your promises are sure. Lord, I pray that the bonds of this community, this sacred gathering of hearts, grow ever stronger. May we encourage one another, bear each other's burdens, and celebrate each other's victories. Let this shared journey of faith be marked by compassion, patience, and mutual support. May our collective prayers rise like incense before your throne, joining us in a symphony of trust and hope as we prepare to carry this peace into the world beyond this moment. Fill us with a renewed sense of purpose and courage. Let your light shine through us in every encounter, drawing others toward the warmth and hope found in you. May our lives be living prayers, expressions of your love, grace, and mercy made tangible. And so, Jesus, as we remain in this holy stillness, I ask you to continue unfolding the mysteries of your love before us. Lead us deeper into the heart of your presence, where every fear is calmed, every longing satisfied, and every soul restored. May this sacred connection grow ever stronger, binding us to you and to one another in a tapestry of grace that knows no end. With hearts open and spirits receptive, we rest now in the gentle assurance that you are here, always present, always faithful, always loving. And as this prayer lingers on, may the quiet whisper of your Spirit draw us ever closer, inviting us to a place where words are no longer needed because your presence fills every space within. In this sacred silence, may our souls find the nourishment they crave, the gentle healing they desperately seek, and the profound peace that only you can give. Let this stillness be a holy pause, a refuge from the rush of the world, where we can simply be with you, known, held, and deeply loved. Jesus, I ask that you continue to pour out your grace upon each heart represented here. For those carrying burdens too heavy to name, may your strength be their support when they feel weak. For those whose spirits are weary from waiting, renew their hope with the fresh breath of your promises. For those wrestling with doubt or fear, be the quiet anchor that steadies their trembling hearts. May each person sense your loving arms encircling them, a tender embrace that whispers, "You are not alone, and you are deeply beloved." Lord, help us to remain attentive to the subtle ways you speak to us in the gentle stirrings of peace, the quiet nudges toward kindness, and the soft promptings to forgive and to hope again. Teach us to listen not only with our ears but with our whole being, so that we might respond with hearts that are quick to trust and slow to despair. May our lives become a reflection of your patient, enduring love, shining like a beacon of hope to those still searching for light. As we continue to journey in faith, Jesus, cultivate in us a spirit of humility and dependence on you. Remind us that true strength is found not in our own efforts, but in surrendering fully to your will. Help us to release any need for control, knowing that your plans are perfect and your timing flawless. May we walk forward with confidence, trusting that every step is guided by your loving hand and every detour is part of your divine design. Lord, I lift up those who long for connection, yet feel the sting of isolation or rejection. May your presence break through every barrier, knitting together fragmented hearts with threads of grace and acceptance. Teach us to be instruments of your peace, reaching out with compassion and generosity, creating spaces where healing and belonging flourish. Let our shared journey be marked by empathy and encouragement, building a community that mirrors the boundless love you have for each of us. Jesus, fill us with a joy that transcends circumstances, joy rooted deeply in the knowledge that you are with us always. May this joy sustain us through trials, uplift us in moments of discouragement, and inspire us to share your light freely with the world. Help us to cultivate gratitude that overflows from our hearts, recognizing your goodness in every detail of our lives, no matter how small. Let this gratitude transform our perspective and open our eyes to the countless blessings you continually bestow as we deepen our intimacy with you, Lord. Draw us into a rhythm of prayer and reflection that sustains and refreshes us. Teach us to come before you honestly, bringing our whole selves, our hopes, our fears, our triumphs, and our struggles, knowing that you welcome us with open arms. Help us to discern your voice amid the noise, responding with obedience and trust. May this sacred dialogue become the heartbeat of our days, nourishing us and shaping us more into your likeness. Lord, continue to be the refuge for those who feel overwhelmed or burdened. Surround them with your peace that surpasses understanding, and fill their hearts with the assurance of your presence. May they find rest in you when the weight of the world presses hard, and strength in you when their own falter. Let them be reminded that you are the good shepherd who tends to every need and carries the weary gently on your shoulders. Jesus, empower us to be ambassadors of your peace in a world often marked by conflict and division. May our words be seasoned with grace, our actions motivated by love, and our hearts inclined toward forgiveness. When we stumble, gently restore us and guide us back to the path of righteousness. Let our lives be living testimonies of your redeeming love, shining as beacons of hope and kindness wherever we go. As this prayer flows onward, I invite you, Lord, to continue the work you have begun within us. Soften any hearts hardened by disappointment or fear. Ignite a fresh fire of faith that burns brightly through every season. Expand our capacity to love not only those who are easy to love, but all whom you place along our paths. Teach us the beauty of humility and the strength found in surrendering fully to your will. May your peace guard our hearts and minds in the days ahead. When challenges arise, be our refuge and strength. When decisions loom, be our wise counselor. When doubts creep in, be the steady anchor that holds us fast. May we move forward with confidence, knowing that your love never fails and your promises are sure. Lord, I ask that the bonds of this community, this sacred gathering of hearts, grow ever stronger. May we encourage one another, bear each other's burdens, and celebrate each other's victories. Let this shared journey of faith be marked by compassion, patience, and mutual support. May our collective prayers rise like incense before your throne, joining us in a symphony of trust and hope. As we prepare to carry this peace into the world beyond this moment, fill us with a renewed sense of purpose and courage. Let your light shine through us in every encounter, drawing others toward the warmth and hope found in you. May our lives be living prayers, expressions of your love, grace, and mercy made tangible. And so, Jesus, as we remain in this holy stillness, I ask you to continue unfolding the mysteries of your love before us. Lead us deeper into the heart of your presence, where every fear is calmed, every longing satisfied, and every soul restored. May this sacred connection grow ever stronger, binding us to you and to one another in a tapestry of grace that knows no end. With hearts open and spirits receptive, we rest now in the gentle assurance that you are always present, always faithful, always loving. And as this prayer lingers on, may the quiet whisper of your Spirit continue to guide us gently onward, weaving threads of hope and healing through the fabric of our lives. May each breath we take be a reminder of your sustaining presence, and each moment a step deeper into the peace that passes all understanding. Let us remain attentive to your soft murmurs, responsive to your tender leading, and steadfast in the assurance that you are faithful yesterday, today, and forever. Jesus, as we walk this path together, help us to embody the love that we so deeply desire to receive. May our hearts be vessels of your kindness, our hands instruments of your mercy, and our words reflections of your truth. Teach us to love selflessly, to give generously, and to forgive freely, mirroring the boundless grace you pour out upon us each day, Lord. In times when the journey feels long and the road uncertain, remind us that you are the good shepherd who never abandons your flock. When weariness threatens to overwhelm, carry us gently. When doubts cloud our vision, shine your light brightly. When fears whisper lies, speak words of peace and courage into our hearts. May we trust wholly in your unwavering presence and unfailing love as we continue to seek your face. Jesus, deepen our longing for you above all else. May our souls thirst for the living water that only you provide, and may we find our greatest satisfaction in your presence. Help us to cultivate a daily habit of drawing near, of resting in your embrace, and of listening attentively to your voice. Let this intimate fellowship shape every aspect of our lives, transforming us from the inside out, Lord. I pray for a renewed sense of hope to rise within each soul gathered here. May we cling to the promises of your word, finding strength in the assurance that you are working all things together for good. Even when circumstances seem bleak or confusing, may our faith remain unshaken, anchored securely in your faithful love, Jesus. I ask that you continue to bless this sacred space, where hearts are united in prayer. May the seeds planted here bear abundant fruit of peace, joy, love, and faithfulness. Let this community be a beacon of light and hope to a world in need, a living testament to the power of your grace at work in and through us. And as we move forward from this moment, may the gentle fragrance of your presence linger in our hearts, inspiring us to live with purpose, with compassion, and with unwavering trust in your goodness. May we carry the peace found here into every encounter, every decision, and every step of the journey ahead. So now, as we continue to rest in your loving presence, Jesus, I invite you to keep speaking softly to our hearts, to keep guiding our steps, and to keep filling us with the fullness of your peace, knowing that in you we are truly home, forever held and deeply loved. And as this prayer flows on without end, may the quiet assurance of your love wrap around us like a gentle balm, soothing every ache and quieting every fear. May your tender presence become the steady rhythm of our days, a sacred heartbeat that reminds us we are never alone, that your care surrounds us wholly and without condition. In the stillness of this moment, let us rest deeply in the truth that you hold all things, our past, our present, and our unfolding future in your hands, crafting a story of redemption and hope that no shadow can obscure. Lord Jesus, continue to breathe your peace into the spaces within us that feel restless or uncertain. Where doubt lingers, plant seeds of faith that grow into towering oaks of trust. Where wounds remain tender, pour out your healing balm, mending each broken place. With your unfailing love, teach us to surrender our fears and to embrace the mystery of your ways. confident that you are working all things for our ultimate good, even when the path is hidden from our eyes. Help us, dear Savior, to be mindful of the ways you speak, always in thunderous declarations, but often in the quiet whisper of the Spirit, the gentle nudge of conscience, or the serene stillness that fills our souls when we pause to listen. May we cultivate hearts attuned to your voice, ready to obey, ready to follow, and ready to rest in the shelter of your presence. As we walk this journey of faith together, knit us ever closer as a community bound by your love. May our shared prayers be like threads woven into a tapestry of grace, each one strengthening the other, creating a beautiful picture of your kingdom here on earth. Inspire us to encourage one another, to bear one another's burdens, and to celebrate each step forward with joy and gratitude. Lord, I ask that you kindle within us a spirit of generosity, not only in giving to others, but in generously receiving your grace and love. Let us approach each day with open hands and open hearts, willing to pour out kindness and mercy, and equally willing to receive the gifts you so freely offer. In this reciprocity, may we discover the fullness of life you promise, a life overflowing with peace that transcends understanding. Jesus, may the light of your truth shine brightly within us, dispelling any darkness that tries to take hold. When fear threatens to dim our vision, remind us of your unchanging promises and the steadfastness of your love. When weariness settles in, renew our strength like the eagle's wings, so that we can soar above the trials that seek to weigh us down. I pray for a heart that remains soft and tender, a heart quick to forgive, slow to anger, and rich in compassion. Teach us to see others through your eyes, to recognize the divine spark within each person we meet, and to love as you love, freely, fully, and without condition. May we be instruments of your peace, bridges of reconciliation, and vessels of hope in a world longing for healing. Lord, guide our steps as we seek to live out the calling you have placed upon our lives. Help us to walk humbly before you, to serve faithfully those around us, and to love extravagantly without hesitation or fear. May our lives be living prayers, reflections of your grace that draw others into the warmth of your embrace. In moments when the journey feels long and the path uncertain, remind us that you are the Good Shepherd who leads us beside still waters and restores our souls. When doubts arise, be the voice that calms the storm within. When loneliness creeps in, be the presence that fills the empty spaces. When burdens grow heavy, be the strength that carries us forward. As this sacred prayer continues to unfold, Jesus, I invite you to deepen the work you are doing within each heart here. Soften any places hardened by pain or disappointment. Ignite a renewed passion for your truth and a fresh hope that sustains through every challenge. Expand our capacity to love beyond what we thought possible, embracing all whom you place along our paths with open arms and open hearts. May your peace guard us mind, body, and spirit in the coming days. When decisions seem daunting, be our wise counselor. When fears threaten to overwhelm, be our refuge. When the future feels unclear, be the steady light that leads us home. Help us to move forward with confidence, resting in the assurance that your love is unwavering and your promises are sure. Lord, I lift up this community of prayer, this sacred gathering of souls united in seeking you. May the bonds between us grow ever stronger, rooted in compassion, patience, and mutual support. Let our collective prayers rise before you like incense, a fragrant offering of trust, hope, and love that pleases your heart. As we prepare to step back into the rhythms of daily life, fill us with renewed courage and purpose. Let your light shine through our words and actions, drawing others into the hope and peace found only in you. May our lives be testimonies to the transforming power of your grace, living reflections of your boundless mercy. And so, Jesus, as we remain here in this holy stillness, I ask you to continue revealing the depths of your love to us. Lead us ever deeper into the heart of your presence, where every fear is calmed, every longing fulfilled, and every soul restored. May this sacred connection grow without end, binding us to you and to one another in a tapestry of grace and peace. With hearts open wide and spirits lifted high, we rest now in the gentle certainty that you are here, always present, always faithful, always loving. And as this prayer continues to flow like an endless stream, may the quiet assurance of your love settle softly over us once more, wrapping around our hearts like a warm, familiar blanket on a chilly evening. Let it be a gentle reminder that no matter what storms may come or shadows may fall, your steadfast presence is our refuge and strength. In this sacred stillness, may every anxious thought find its resting place in you, and every restless longing be held tenderly in your care. Jesus, as we draw deeper into this sacred space, I ask that you continue to nurture within us a spirit of surrender and openness to lay down the burdens we carry and to trust wholly in your loving hands. Teach us to release control, not as an act of weakness, but as a courageous step of faith, knowing that you are weaving a tapestry far more beautiful than we can imagine. May this surrender bring freedom, a lightness of soul that allows us to walk forward with joy and peace, Lord. I pray that you would cultivate within us a patient heart, one that can wait with grace and hope, even when the answers we long for seem distant or unclear. Help us to find delight in the journey itself, to cherish the lessons hidden in moments of waiting, and to rest in the assurance that your timing is perfect. When weariness tempts us to give up, breathe fresh strength into our spirits and remind us that you are always near, walking beside us step by step. As we continue this prayer, Jesus, open our eyes to the ways you are already at work in the small mercies, the unexpected blessings, and the quiet moments of peace that often go unnoticed. May gratitude rise like a gentle tide within us, softening our hearts and expanding our capacity to love and forgive. Help us to carry this gratitude beyond this moment, allowing it to shape how we see ourselves, others, and the world around us. Lord, I lift up those who feel isolated or unseen, those whose hearts ache with loneliness or longing. May your presence be a balm to their souls, a warm embrace that whispers of belonging and hope. Surround them with your love in tangible ways, through kind words, thoughtful gestures, and the comfort of community. Let them know that they are not forgotten, that they are cherished deeply by you, and that your grace is sufficient for every need. Jesus, I ask for your wisdom to guide us in all our relationships. Help us to seek connections that honor you and foster growth, to be discerning without judgment, and to extend grace without reservation. May our interactions be marked by kindness and understanding, reflecting the love you have poured into our hearts. When challenges arise, teach us to respond with humility and forgiveness, embodying the peace that surpasses all understanding. As we move forward in faith, Lord, kindle within us a flame of courage to love boldly and well. Help us to love not only when it is easy, but especially when it is hard, to reach out with compassion, to forgive freely, and to serve selflessly. Let our lives be a testament to your enduring love, a light shining brightly in a world that longs for hope and healing. Jesus, deepen our intimacy with you through every breath we take, every word we speak, and every moment we live. May our hearts be ever attuned to your voice, quick to listen and eager to obey. Teach us to find joy in your presence, to draw strength from your promises, and to rest fully in your embrace. Let this sacred connection be the foundation upon which all other relationships are built, Lord. I pray for peace to guard our hearts and minds, especially when uncertainty or fear threatens to overwhelm. Calm the storms within us, quiet the restless thoughts, and steady our steps with the surety of your love. Remind us that you are our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in times of trouble, and that in you we find unshakable hope. As this prayer flows onward, Jesus, I invite you to continue weaving your grace through the fabric of our lives. Soften any places hardened by pain, ignite a fresh fire of faith, and expand our capacity to love beyond what we thought possible. May your peace be a constant companion, guiding us gently into each new day with confidence and joy together. As a community bound by your love, may we encourage one another, bear each other's burdens, and rejoice in the victories you provide. Let our shared prayers rise as a fragrant offering before your throne, joining us in a symphony of trust and hope that echoes beyond this moment. And so, as we rest here in your presence, Jesus, I ask you to keep speaking softly to our hearts, to keep guiding our steps, and to keep filling us with the fullness of your peace, knowing that in you we are truly home, forever held and deeply loved. May this prayer continue to unfold, carrying us gently forward into the embrace of your everlasting love, where every longing is met, every tear is wiped away, and every soul is renewed. In this place of quiet communion, may we find the courage to step boldly into the future you have prepared, confident that your grace will sustain us on every path. Here, in the depths of your presence, let us remain open, trusting, and ever yearning for more of you, the source of all hope and joy. Depths of your mercy and the endless expanse of your grace. May we be drawn continually into the sacred rhythm of dwelling in you, where our hearts find their true home and our spirits are refreshed like dew upon the morning grass. Jesus, as we linger in this holy quiet, let your love be the gentle current that carries us through moments of doubt or weariness. When the weight of the world presses upon our shoulders, may your strength rise within us like a steady tide, lifting us beyond what we thought possible. Teach us to lean not on our own understanding, but to rest fully in the assurance of your faithful presence that never wavers, never falters, and never lets go. Lord, I pray that you continue to cultivate within us a spirit of surrender, a surrender born of defeat, but one born of trust and hope. Help us to lay down our fears, our plans, and our uncertainties at your feet, knowing that you hold every detail of our lives with perfect care. May this surrender open space for your Spirit to move freely within us, shaping us into vessels of your peace and instruments of your love. In the tender silence, I ask you to deepen our awareness of your voice, soft yet persistent, like a whispered promise in the depths of our souls. Teach us to listen with hearts uncluttered by noise and distractions, to recognize the gentle nudges that guide us toward truth and life. May our lives be marked by a responsive obedience that flows naturally from a place of love and intimacy with you. Jesus, as we continue to seek your face, nurture within us a patience that embraces the waiting seasons with grace. When the answers we long for seem distant, help us to find joy in the present, to see the beauty in the unfolding story you are writing. Let us be reminded that every delay is a thread in the tapestry of your perfect plan, woven with wisdom beyond our sight, but always for our good. Lord, I lift up those who carry heavy burdens of loneliness or despair. May your comforting presence be their refuge and strength, like a warm fire on a cold night, a safe harbor in a stormy sea. Surround them with your peace that surpasses understanding, and fill their hearts with the quiet assurance that they are deeply loved and never forgotten. May they encounter your grace anew in this moment, and may that encounter ignite a hope that sustains through every challenge. Help us, Jesus, to be instruments of your healing and hope in the lives of those around us. May our words bring encouragement where there is doubt, our actions bring kindness where there is hurt, and our presence bring peace where there is turmoil. Teach us to love without conditions or expectations, reflecting the boundless mercy you have shown us. Let our lives be living prayers of compassion, grace, and truth as we move forward in faith. Lord, grant us discernment to navigate the complexities of relationships with wisdom and humility. Help us to build connections that honor you, foster growth, and embody your love. When conflict arises, give us the grace to respond with forgiveness and understanding, modeling the reconciliation you have made possible through your sacrifice, Jesus. Fill us with a joy that is rooted not in fleeting circumstances, but in the eternal hope we have in you. May this joy sustain us in difficult times and overflow in seasons of blessing, drawing others to the source of our gladness. Cultivate within us hearts of gratitude that recognize your goodness in all things, shaping a perspective that sees grace woven through every moment. Lord, deepen our intimacy with you through ongoing prayer and reflection. Teach us to come before you with honesty and openness, sharing our whole selves without fear or pretense. Help us to hear your voice clearly amid the clamor of daily life, responding with trust and obedience. May this sacred communion be the foundation of our strength and the wellspring of all love we give and receive. I pray for your peace to guard our hearts and minds as we face the uncertainties ahead. Calm every anxious thought, steady every trembling step, and fill us with the confidence that comes from knowing you are our refuge and deliverer. When fears arise, be our courage. When doubts linger, be our certainty. When weariness threatens, be our rest. As this prayer continues to flow, Jesus, I invite you to keep weaving your grace into the fabric of our lives. Soften hardened places, ignite fresh passion for your ways, and expand our capacity to love beyond what we have known. May your peace be a constant companion, guiding us gently into each new day with hope and joy. Together as a community bound by your love, may we encourage one another, bear each other's burdens, and rejoice in the victories you provide. Let our shared prayers rise as fragrant incense before your throne, a chorus of trust, hope, and love that echoes through eternity. And so, as we rest here in your presence, Jesus, I ask you to keep speaking softly to our hearts, guiding our steps and filling us with the fullness of your peace, knowing that in you we are truly home, forever held and deeply loved. May this prayer continue to unfold, carrying us gently forward into the embrace of your everlasting love, where every longing is met, every tear is wiped away, and every soul is renewed. In this place of quiet communion, may we find the courage to step boldly into the future you have prepared, confident that your grace will sustain us on every path. Here, in the depths of your presence, let us remain open, trusting, and ever yearning for more of you, the source of all hope and joy. May your peace, Jesus, which surpasses all understanding, guard our hearts and minds as we journey onward. Let it be the steady anchor amid life's uncertainties, the gentle guide through moments of doubt, and the quiet strength in times of weakness. Teach us to rest in your promises, to lean not on our own understanding, but to trust fully in your perfect love and sovereign plan. Lord, I pray that your Spirit would continually renew, refreshing our weary souls, igniting our passion for holiness, and deepening our desire to walk closely with you each day. Help us to cultivate a heart of gratitude that overflows into every relationship, every decision, and every circumstance. May thanksgiving be the melody that fills our lives, transforming ordinary moments into sacred encounters with your presence, Jesus. As we reflect on the blessings you have bestowed, help us to see beyond the visible and to recognize your hand at work in every detail of our lives. When trials come, may we hold fast to the truth that you are molding us for greater things, shaping us into vessels fit for your glory. In seasons of waiting, teach us to embrace patience with grace, knowing that your timing is always best. I pray for each person who has joined in this sacred prayer, that they would be enveloped by your love, surrounded by your peace, and strengthened by your hope. For those who carry heavy burdens, may your gentle touch bring healing and rest. For those who feel lost or alone, may your presence be a radiant beacon lighting their way back to joy. For those wrestling with doubt or fear, may your Spirit whisper words of comfort and assurance that you are near and you are faithful. Lord, empower us to be ambassadors of your love and mercy in a world that so desperately needs it. May our lives reflect the grace we have received, and may our actions speak louder than words. Teach us to love with hearts wide open, to serve with humility, and to forgive with the same boundless compassion you have shown us. Let us be a living testimony of your transformative power, drawing others to the hope found only in you, as we continue to seek deeper intimacy with you. Jesus, help us to cultivate a daily rhythm of prayer, worship, and reflection. May we cherish these sacred moments as opportunities to encounter your heart, to listen for your voice, and to be renewed in your presence. Let this communion be the foundation upon which all other relationships are built, rooted in your truth, nourished by your grace, and sustained by your love. Lord, I ask that you guard our hearts against fear and anxiety, replacing them with a steadfast faith that trusts in your provision and care. When the path ahead seems uncertain, be our guiding light. When challenges arise, be our refuge and strength. When doubts threaten to overwhelm, be the steady anchor that holds us firm. May we walk boldly forward, confident that you go before us and that your plans for us are good. Thank you, Jesus, for your unending love, your patient kindness, and your relentless faithfulness. Thank you for hearing our prayers, for meeting us in this quiet place, and for holding us close even when we cannot see the way. May we carry this peace with us into every moment, shining as lights in the darkness, reflections of your hope, and vessels of your grace. And now, as we close this sacred time together, I invite you, Lord, to continue working in our hearts, healing and inspiring us to live fully in your love. May the assurance of your presence remain with us, a constant source of comfort and strength. And in all things, may your name be glorified. Amen.